Okay, contestant number one, here's your question. What is your stance on the use of cosmetic procedures to meet societal beauty standards?
Thank you for your question, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. According to me, yes, of course, as individuals, as a female, we need cosmetic procedures to make us feel beautiful. But we should not only rely on those cosmetic products. Because you are beautiful, then you should be confident in yourself. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call upon contestant number two. Please join me on the microphone. Contestant number two, here is your question. How do you think the portrayal of beauty in media affects young people's self-esteem and body image?
Thank you so much for the question, sir. According to me,
Here's the question. How do you think the portrayal of beauty in media affects young people's self-esteem and body image?
according to me, the portrayal of beauty in media. For some people who are insecure about themselves, it takes down their confidence, and it also makes them insecure about themselves. So we should know how to comment on. So we should know how to comment on people's posts when they post their pictures or videos respectfully and mindfully. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number two. Next up, contestant number three. Okay, now this is a little dramatic for you. Okay, your question. Imagine you encounter someone who is being bullied. How would you handle the situation and what message would you want to convey to the others?
Good question. If I were in that position, I would help the person who is being bullied by approaching the person who is bullying them.
Thank you, contestant number 3. Next up, contestant number 4. Okay, contestant number 4, here's your question. You are faced with a dilemma whether you must choose between pursuing your dreams or supporting a family member in need. How would you approach this situation?
Thank you for the question. Supporting family and pursuing dreams requires compromise. Family comes first, but dreams feel broad. If I face in such a situation, whether to support my family member or pursue my dream, I will communicate openly, find a balance, and explore creative solutions. Thank you.
Alright, contestant number 4. Next, contestant number 5. Okay, contestant number 5, here's your question. In a world that often promotes unrealistic beauty standards, what do you believe is the responsibility of the beauty industry?
For the question, sir.
In a world that often promotes unrealistic beauty standards, what do you believe is the responsibility of the beauty industry?
I believe it is the responsibility of the beauty industry to look into the authenticity of the beauty, because beauty is not just about the physical appearances, but it is the inner beauty which shines from within. Thank you.
Next, contestant number 6. Contestant number 6, your question. In your opinion, how can technology bridge the gap in education for underprivileged communities?
Thank you for the question, sir. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I believe that technology plays a very important role in today's generation, and there are some people who lack technology because they are led by technology. And also, I would like to impart education through technology, because everything is possible now through technology. We have online social media, and also we can impart those unprivileged people through online, having some social awareness, and also giving them what is right and wrong about technology. And that's how I think we can impart technology to the unprivileged people. Thank you.
Thank you for the motion, contestant number 6. Next up, contestant number 7. Okay, contestant number 7, your question. How do you think social media can be used positively to empower young people today?
Thank you so much, sir, for the question. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I truly believe that technology has a positive way to encourage the younger generation because through technology they're getting to know many new things which they haven't knew. Through technology they can achieve their dreams as well. So I believe that technology is playing a major role for the younger generation. Thank you.
Thank you. Contestant number 7. Stop contestant number 8. Okay, question. Lesson number 8. How would you encourage families to prioritize education for their daughters?
Thank you for the question, sir. Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, in my opinion, I would like to encourage every individual, the families, to encourage the daughter, to uplift them, study and educate them, as it also is a foundation to a bright future. And also, additionally, adding with that, through education, a woman is being empowered. She has the power, she has the voice to speak. And lastly, I want to add with a thought that education is such a powerful, is so powerful that education can change the world. Thank you.
Well done. Lesson number 8. Next, lesson number 9. Please join me on the mic. Okay, lesson number 1. Your question. In what ways can beauty pageants serve as platforms for social change? And why is that important?
Thank you so much for the question, sir. Well, I am someone who grew from adversity to resilience, and as a beauty pageant, I can inspire the youngsters to believe in themselves, to never compare themselves to others, and be their authentic self, and be comfortable in their own song. Thank you.
Next, contestant number 10. That's number 10. Your question. How important is emotional intelligence in personal growth? And what steps can individuals take to enhance it?
Thank you so much, sir, for the question. I personally think emotional intelligence is very important for the personal growth to help you grow stronger. Because if you are not emotionally stable and strong, how are you supposed to deal with the problems? You are yourself. You have to be yourself. You are the strongest person. You have to influence yourself. Nobody is there to stand by you. You have to support yourself. In order to do so, you have to be very much emotionally stable. You have to interact with the mentors, leaders, in order to let you mentor you, mold you up in the best way possible. Thank you.
Next, contestant number 11. Contestant number 11. Here's your question. What aspects of the Fort Wheel Festival do you think are most important for attracting international tourists, and how can we enhance those elements?
Thank you so much for the question. The important aspects in Hornbill festivals, I think it will be the war dance, ceremonial dance, and also the traditional songs which were played in different cultures. Thank you.
Thank you. That's number 11. Next up, contestant number 12. Contestant number 12, your question. If you were given the opportunity to lead a community project, what issue would you choose to address and how would you go about it?
Thank you for the question, sir. If I were to get a chance to lead a community, I would go to the
If you were given the opportunity to lead a community project, what issue would you choose to address and how would you go about it?
If I were to get a chance to lead a community project, I would like to address the protection of women from domestic abuse, and it's very dominant in our state too, as women are abused, and I would like to bring up a community project to help those people who needs our help, be it male or female. I believe that we can help them and we can all be happy and united. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 12. Next, contestant number 13. Contestant number 13. Your question. How can the message of beauty with a purpose inspire young women to pursue their passions while making a positive impact?
Thank you for the question, sir. I truly believe that beauty is a blessing, and everyone can use it for a purpose. And I'm standing here today for beauty with a purpose, and I believe that every young and beautiful woman can take up this platform and with a purpose to pursue their dreams and speak up for what they want, speak up for the cause, and also be a voice for the voiceless. Thank you.
Next, contestant number 14. Contestant number 14. Your question. What role do you think self-confidence plays in personality development? And how can young people cultivate it? What role do you think self-confidence plays in personality development? And how can young people cultivate it?
Thank you so much for the question, sir. I should say self-confidence is the most important aspect of a personality. Well, if we don't possess self-confidence, we cannot come out, speak up what we have to say, and show the world what we have. And I should say, as someone who was not self-confident as well, standing here, I should say I feel so confident that I can speak what I have to say to the world. Thank you.
That's number 15. Your question. What initiatives would you propose to promote the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign?
The purpose that I would like to take for the movement, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao movement, I would like to create awareness about education, girls' policies, to advocate education policies, and also to save children and child safety for this very movement. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Contestant. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, your contestant number 16. Contestant number 16, your question. If you could change one law or policy in our country, what would it be and why? How would you advocate for this change?
Thank you so much for your question, sir. If I were to change one law with the climate change, I will try to bring a good quality of education because we are getting a good education but not a good quality. And that way we can develop our personal skills, work on ourselves more, and focus on our personal growth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mm-hmm.